Ready to get started? Episode 2.
What are you reading?
My little intro thing I wrote to make sure I...
Can you memorize it?
No, it's a lot of stuff, dude.
His name.
A week without me, thought you'd forget. 2 weeks without me, and you still haven't joined the Patreon yet. 99 wap all I ever wanted. 99 wap happy to watch again.
Hello again, and welcome everyone to 99 WAP, the amazing podcast / watch-along show where we watch an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine before all coming on here and talking about the things we loved, and maybe even getting into some behind-the-scenes action. If you want to join the conversation, please check us out on Discord. I messed it up 2 weeks in a row. I don't use Discord.
No.
I do now. Okay, please check us out on Discord. And we are a brand new podcast, so if you leave a rating or a review, it would be greatly appreciated. It will help us reach some new people. All right, guys, my name is Ricky O.I., and I'm here with Andy.
I'm here. Talking
And-
about WAP Boys.
What?
No, not WAP Boys. We're talking about WAP 99. Talking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
We're talking about 99 WAP.
Yeah.
99 what?
99 WAP.
Where are you?
Where am I?
And, of course, we have the lovely Kay.
Hi.
Ooh, she said hi this time. Last time we just silently
was
stood
silent.
there.
Well, we're just slowly learning. I don't know if anybody can see. I don't even have my water bottle. I'm dry. Dry as a bone right now.
Don't worry, this episode's going to be not so long as the first one.
Yeah.
This is going to be...
'Cause I need a drink of water.
All right, let's pause the episode, get in.
No. We don't need it. All right.
We're here, guys. Season 1, Episode 2. Title is The Tagger.
All right. I mean, yeah. So by this point, episode 2, I think I definitely liked episode 2 more than I liked episode 1, because I wasn't a big fan of the pilot, but I did already start liking everybody almost immediately
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
second
so.
episode. I feel like Jake is less annoying. He's
Still,
actually
I think
fun.
still a
He's
little.
it's still rough because Amy is also still very mean to him too, which I think that's also something that changes later on. Like I feel like later on it becomes more playful, and because I feel like right now it just seems very pointy and like
Right.
mean to each
Well,
other.
they gotta play it out. You know they're gonna be a romance, but they don't want to make it like immediate.
Is there a romance?
I mean, the whole point of the bet that was established last episode is that they go on a date
Right.
if he beats her. So I feel like even if they're not, it's still a little bit flirty.
Yeah.
I think. So this is the second episode. I don't know if this was the first one they filmed, but this is the first one after getting picked up.
Yeah.
So when they did the pilot, the show wasn't picked up. They weren't sure. Now they have a full set. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the whole precinct is jam-packed with extras.
Ah, Captain, you're at my desk. Just what I want to see first thing in the morning.
There's police officers.
Yeah.
There's people walking by. It feels
There's
like
people in the cell.
Yeah.
It feels super lively in there.
No Detective Daniels though.
No
Detective Daniels gone.
Detective Daniels.
Rest
she's
in
missing.
peace. Or she
I-
transferred. Maybe she's in another.
Maybe.
Precinct 98.
Yeah, precinct 98.
Maybe she comes back. We never know.
So this episode, The Tagger, there's somebody tagging police officer cars, putting penises on the cars. I think it's a great ep. I think there's a lot of funny stuff in here.
What was the cold open in this one again? I can't remember.
So the cold open in this
I
one
like the cold open.
is great. It's the one where
I always remember it.
Holt shows him...
Two different pictures and say like one is a picture of your locker
Oh, okay.
and one is a picture of trash in Philippines.
Yeah.
I always remember.
a trash heap in the Philippines, and that was what Netflix used as like their little capturing scene for...
Here are 2 pictures. One is your locker. The other is a garbage dump in the Philippines. Can you tell which is which?
That one's the dump.
They're both your locker.
Ah, I should have guessed that. He's good.
They're both your lockers.
And we're introduced to Algernon, his little pet rat.
So I don't know that reference, Algernon.
You don't know what Algernon is?
No.
Do you know?
Flowers for Algernon. So I believe it was. Do you know it?
I know it's a book.
Yeah. So it's just an old book about a little mouse that gets smarter and then dumber.
A mouse? I thought it was a person.
There's also a person, but I think the mouse is Algernon. Now I'm gonna look dumb.
We get it.
Yeah.
We get it.
Okay.
Whatever. Just you know what? We can stop right now. We'll read the book.
Yeah, we're gonna come back and add notes to this edit.
Okay.
Did you guys notice that he showed up with a tie?
Oh, I didn't.
I didn't notice either.
I
Yeah,
did.
so he's in full. He's
In
playing
full
this.
gear.
He's a team player now. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
And Gina was also wearing a tie.
Gina?
Mhm.
Oh,
He's still a bad employee, though. I
Jake?
feel like I still wouldn't keep him on my team.
I mean, because they talk about the report.
Well, he's a very gifted detective. Sometimes you got to deal, like, if Einstein was on your team, maybe you want the math problem solved, so you let him get away with a little bit here and there.
If you're that sloppy, then other things are going to fall by the wayside.
Right. I think they talked about Terry catching, they almost lost a confession because he didn't properly...
It was an amazing solve. I got him to confess in 20 minutes.
You also mislabeled the evidence, so that confession is worthless if the sergeant hadn't caught your mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Do we need to go check on that? I don't know what that noise is, but it's
I don't think
terrifying.
it's going to capture.
It's
Is it gonna
sneezing.
capture?
Oh, that's sneezing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a murdering victim right now.
No. If it is, I mean...
Jake,
not much
Jake's
we can
on
do
it.
now. Yeah, we gotta call the 9-9.
Yeah.
This show was... I did write down the writer, Norm Hiscock.
Mm-hmm.
They say that they credit with him for the character Norm, naming him Norm. Maybe the writer has a similar personality or something.
What was his last name?
Who's-
Hiscock. Is it Hitchcock?
I don't know.
Hiscock?
I don't know.
And also, the episode in the first season is tied for the lowest rating episode.
Ooh.
So
With what other episode?
it's tied with 4 other episodes, so it's not really worth mentioning. But
I got
a few episodes, it's still a 7.5, which is not that bad. But
Yeah.
that's the lowest rating of the season. And yeah, it was also the first opening scene. The first time they used that real
The theme song.
the theme song.
Yeah.
They cut
Which
it.
is great. I love the theme song.
Theme song is great. They cut in those scenes from the first episode
First
where they
episode,
introduced
yeah.
them.
Yeah, I had just the full what you know, which I don't think they ever change, or maybe they do in the last one.
The song?
Well, the song for sure they never changed. I don't know if they ever changed the.
I don't think so. The
I kind of
scenes?
think it makes it all the way to the end as well.
Maybe,
Yeah.
right?
We're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. All 9 seasons. Is it 9 seasons?
8 seasons.
Oops.
So in the beginning, when they introduce the tagger, they come up with a plan, and Jake goes up and he's like talking about where they're gonna camp out. This is a little thing, but obviously we're taking a deep dive into these episodes. If you're watching this, you're probably a big fan like us, and you're taking deep dives into it. He really smacks the crap out of that monitor,
Meanwhile, I'll be waiting in an undercover vehicle here.
Jake. He's like, I'll be camped out here. It looked like he hit a random point in the monitor
Oh.
and
Yeah.
just smacked the crap out of it.
Yeah, he did. But that was before. Was that because you're skipping ahead? You're skipping ahead a lot.
Is it? I thought that was right in the beginning.
I don't remember. I know because there was also. So there was that. I do want to talk about Boyle a little bit, just because Boyle, I feel like is way funnier in this episode already. Like he
I
already
thought
has
the
really
first
good
episode
jokes.
he was really funny
I thought it was
too.
funny,
He was, but I feel like this time now they're like really nailing into him already. I really love the psychic stuff with
Did
him.
you skip the psychic?
No. I was talking about in the beginning when they first talked about how to get,
Oh, okay.
like, how they're gonna catch the tagger.
Yeah.
I don't like people that are like that, but I love Boyle. Like people that are like believe psychics and really.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, it's obviously all fake.
Ooh.
We're already cutting fans out
I
of
mean,
here,
they
bro.
they caught the.
you never know. I'm open to the supernatural.
Have you ever been to a psychic?
Yes. One time I did go to a psychic. But here's the problem. She only spoke Spanish.
Oh.
And my Spanish is good, but not if I'm having like psychic revelation talks.
Okay.
So I feel like there was a lot of stuff lost in translation.
So it could have all been true.
It could have all been true, and I to be honest, I don't know. I wish I'd written everything down that she did. I do have a question for you guys because I think
There was a really funny joke with the psychic, but
I love what was it, the 2 years? Yeah.
The what?
where he was like, what was the joke?
He was just like, my grandma had the gift,
Oh, my hammer had the gift
and then there
too.
was the flashback.
It's like
of-
on her
Of
deathbed.
her.
yeah.
It's like it's true.
I think I'm gonna die.
He's like,
And then she died 2 years later.
Hey, my granny also had the gift.
I feel that I will die soon.
She was right. She died 2 years later.
isn't that just how it goes with psychics, right? People twist things to.
I mean, yeah, bad psychics, but the real ones are.
Are we still talking about the psychic?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
you want to say something?
We're
about the
only
psychic?
going to talk about the psychic
Okay.
from now on.
Yeah, the tag stuff. That's all crap.
That's all crap. All about the psychic.
It's all about the supernatural.
Okay. Why did Gina call it EG?
E.G.?
Yeah.
Why did she what?
I don't know. She called her like by another name, like E.G. instead of Carlene.
Psychic. What? She's the real deal. E.G., last week she predicted I would have a sensuous encounter with a guy named Mark. And I did. Is anyone here named Mark? You're good.
Oh,
I
her
don't-
name.
Is it like a, I don't
Extra. What's E.G.?
know, synonym that we don't know? I don't know.
E.G. I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, I didn't even hear that.
I heard
either.
it, so I paused and I rewind. I saw the subtitle and literally just say E.G.
You gotta play that right now. Like,
Yeah,
right here in the segment.
And then I'll put, what it means. Maybe it's.
Or
a-
leave a
a
comment
ethereal-
and let us know.
Yeah, what does
Because
E.G. mean, guys?
Yeah.
Tell us in the Discord. What the heck? We don't know what it means. So,
Before we move on. Sorry. I know
I'm
you
not
wanna
ready to move on yet. I don't want to move on. I want to talk more about the
Yeah,
psychic.
You wanna talk more
And we
about
have a
psychic?
lot about the psychic.
So here's the thing. I kind of do wonder. Like, have you guys had work crushes before?
Work crushes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
Crush on somebody at work.
No.
Never.
No.
I just feel like I've had work crushes before, but I've never been like Boyle, and I don't like that.
Like too
Obsessively needy. You know what I mean? Like.
But like I guess like when you first started crushing on someone, you're like, oh my god, do they like me? Or like maybe he's at that phase, no, kinda.
It's not a good thing to do at work, and especially at a precinct. Like it's supposed to be a very like official type position. I get it.
Do you think they're just all bad cops?
I mean,
I think they all. I
they're
think
actors.
like through.
I
think
know they're
throughout-
actors.
Throughout the season, they all seem not that professional. I guess.
They all have their ups and downs, I think.
true.
And they're people, right? Everybody's got problems, even police officers or whatever. And once, you can't really pick who you love, dude. If
That's
you
true.
fall in love with Rosa, Rosa,
true.
Rosa.
To all my work
That's
crushes.
don't do that.
Oh,
that's
sorry,
a,
sorry,
That's
that's
a sneak
okay.
peek.
Who knows where that's going to come in. So,
Okay.
when Gina, when Boyle's like, oh yes, I respect the gift or whatever, she's like, thank you for respecting my gift. I want to read something for you. And then she immediately says that Rosa's not going to love him.
Yeah.
Vision. The woman you love. The one you work with. The scary one with the black hair.
Rosa? Yes.
She doesn't love you back. She will never love you back.
Say thank you, Charles. She just told you your future.
Thank you.
I kind of was thinking, or I was waiting the whole time that Gina had put her up to that. Like, tell him, like, this girl's not gonna love
But
him.
that's just from your hatred of psychics.
No. Oh, right, yeah. It could be a gift.
Yeah.
But I thought there must have been, like, a cut scene or something where Gina was like, look, you gotta tell him this, because whatever.
Was
But I
there?
don't know.
Not in the.
No, not
in
anything I can
episode
find
two,
online.
no.
Oh, okay.
If it was cut way before. But, so the psychic is played by Artemis Pebdani. Do you know who that is?
I've just seen her in other stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
She's in a couple of things, but the thing I recognize her from the most is Always Sunny in Philadelphia,
yeah.
where she's dating.
That I don't know.
I think she's dating Frank or something, or she has something to do with Frank, and she's quite funny in that show. And I thought she was a reoccurring character in this, but this is her only appearance in the whole series.
Really? I thought I could have sworn she
I
was
could
in
have sworn
more.
she came back, yeah, but
Yeah.
Maybe she
this
could
is.
be someone else.
Oh yeah, maybe because I looked at only the character,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe she does come back as something else. Okay, so are we ready to move on? Any more
No.
psychic? Okay, let's talk more.
Also, she said, what is it? The 8 letters of Hangman, but she only said 7.
You counted them, or
That's
you
a
wrote?
goof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, Amy is very, like, what is it? Strict with, like, stuff throughout the show.
Little goof.
But also, like, but that's not the 8 common alphabet. No?
What are the
Alphabet.
8 common ones?
Yeah, what would you do in Hangman?
Okay, apparently, well, I googled it, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what are the 8?
EAIO TNSR.
Yeah, that's true. She did give.
For the
She
Wheel of
gave-
Fortune, are those the most common?
No, well, they're all vowels, and every
Yeah.
word has to have vowels. So with the Hangman, you usually go vowels first.
Do
She
you?
said,
I would, if I was doing Hangman.
because she said LRSTWEB. I was like, oh, maybe it's like a code. So I tried to write it down, but I couldn't find anything.
Could you scramble it to make any other words?
I don't think so. But
Let's take the next
Gina-
20 minutes to.
but Gina did mention when they found the cocaine, and it was next to a laundry basket. And she did say L and B.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
Lady
that-
Bits? Is that what he said? What was the joke?
No, he
Lisa.
said
Bin.
Lady
Lady
Bin.
Bin.
That was funny.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, But your psychic friend's predictions about the drug case were wrong, which means all of her predictions are wrong.
No way. She's never wrong.
We found the cocaine behind a green hamper. Never said green or the letter H.
She said blue and yellow, Charles. I don't know if there's any kindergartners present, but those two colors combined make green. She also mentioned the letters L and B. And another name for a hamper is...
Lady bin laundry basket.
Oh, little boo-boo. Can you go be depressed over there? You're bumming out my whole area.
No, and what was it? She was saying blue and yellow. And everything in the house was basically, like, small stuff was basically blue and yellow, which was kind of odd.
Oh, yeah. And then the bin was not.
Green.
Yeah.
But blue plus yellow is green. According to
Gina's super intellect came in there to play, which that was
I
all
thought that was
fun.
funny.
Any more psychic stuff? I wanted to talk a little bit about the first alias we ever hear in the show from Jake Peralta.
Yeah.
Which was, I think, Harvey Norgenbloom.
Yes.
Say hello to Harvey Norgenbloom, CPA, recently divorced father of 2 with a dark sexual secret. What's your cover?
Angry Captain.
And it's funny, you know, he commits to it, and then they keep this as a running gag, and like he really commits to these characters. But this is the first one.
Yeah.
The hair is hilarious.
Hair's hilarious.
Looks like his own hair, no?
No, it's like parted.
Yeah, but I think it's his own hair, but parted.
I don't think he has a wig. Yeah,
it's his own hair, but he styles it stupid.
I'm just concerned that you may find it hard to pursue a criminal on foot while wearing man sandals.
But the sandals define Harvey. He's a sandals guy.
That is cool. I feel like I like minivans. I don't know why minivans got such hatred on the show.
There was a little bit of a minivan hatred period, and it was right around this time where everybody was going to SUVs.
Really?
Yeah, and nowadays I think they kind of have come back a bit because they're very practical. And
they're cool, and they drive nice. Most minivans, they usually have
know.
like cool stuff, features in them.
Easy to get in and out.
Easy to get in and out. If you got multiple people coming in, easy to get them in and out.
This might be a little bit car centric,
Yeah,
but have you guys seen like dropped minivans where they lower the suspension and like they put cool rims on them? They look awesome to me.
Really?
They look really, really cool.
You gotta put a picture of it right up here.
Okay, I'll find a cool one, but some of them are really like clapped out and they're like too much. But like a tasteful drop with some nice rims, I'm gonna find one.
MTV Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
I think I saw a bunch there.
They probably do a lot of film because they used to be very cheap. And in this period when the show was airing, 2013, nobody wanted them.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted it. 2013, Andy wanted a minivan.
I feel like in Malaysia we just use it as like to transport like stuff or the school bus, a mini school bus. That's it. I don't think I've seen or know anyone that owns a minivan.
Well, 2013, Andy was getting a lot of tail. So having a...
What's that mean?
She was like, tail?
What do you mean? He grew
a
a tail?
I grew a tail.
Okay.
A little merman.
People say that like when you're hooking up lights.
Which it wasn't, which is very not true. But I guess if I had the space, that would have been cool.
It could have been.
Okay.
You cut all that out.
No, we need that.
Okay.
What do we have next?
What did I write? Why did I write? Okay.
Oh.
Please.
Continuing the...
I wanted to... My next part is when they got the kid in the precinct. What do you have?
Continuing the joke that he was in the car with Holt. And he said... They talk about... What is it? Holt being like super like grammatically police about what Jake was saying.
Imperfectly?
Yes.
Imperfectly. Oh yeah. Until you do every part of your job perfectly.
I thought that was really funny. Because like Holt keeps saying that throughout. Like, yeah.
And he's like...
I thought that was really fun.
You're going to have a superior officer babysitting you on every one of your cases. And when you show me that you can do your job, every part of your job perfectly, then I'll back off.
I didn't really like the I was testing you and you did perfectly. I was like...
But he does it a lot.
I guess so.
Okay.
It's a Jake thing, I guess.
Now we can move on.
I wanted to talk about when they catch the kid and take him to the...
precinct?
The next thing I wrote down that I thought was...
Podolsky?
Podolsky's kid, yeah. His fake name that he gave him was pretty funny.
And now to you. What's your name?
My name is Banana Fartman MD.
I don't believe you.
But and I feel like that kid's a pretty good actor. He doesn't come back either, but he does pretty good. And then
did you look him up?
And that's the reference I
didn't look him up. I looked him up that he's not in any other episode. You looked him up?
Yeah.
Anything that you recognize him?
Pretty Little Liar.
Did you watch Pretty Little Liars?
Yeah.
And you knew him? You remember him?
No, I don't remember him at all. And he was in another popular one too, and I don't remember that I watched, but I don't remember.
Okay.
But he looked familiar.
I liked when he asked. Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, so he refused to give his personal information, but then he says his age is 6'10", that he is a Highlander, which I don't understand.
I need to fill this thing out perfectly so my boss will get off my back. Are you a minor? How old are you?
610, the Highlander.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to put that in there, and then you're going to be tried as an adult Highlander, and they're going to cut your head off.
Reference.
Okay.
So we might notice.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, it's crazy that you don't know what a Highlander is. Because Ricky made a whole video about he called himself a Highlander.
When?
My
The
video.
fake mockumentary.
The fake
Can you
mockumentary.
put a link of it, just real quick,
Yeah.
picture of it right here?
I'll put a little cut from my video that I filmed with Andy about being a Highlander. But so Kay is not from the United States. She grew up on the other side of the world. So this is going to be a reoccurring theme. Maybe you don't understand that reference either. We're going to cover it here. But now Andy's going to explain to Kay.
What is a Highlander?
What is a Highlander?
What is a Highlander?
It's a popular movie from the 80s.
I mean, I know it's a popular movie. I wish I would have done a prep work. I feel like from now on we gotta start. You gotta tell me what the first word and I'll bring them.
Okay.
So Highlander is just a famous movie with Christopher Lambert.
Lambert.
I think it's Lambert.
Is it French?
I don't know if he's French, but I think it's Lambert.
I've heard
with the T
Lambert,
or no T?
But Lambert would be the American pronunciation. Okay, whatever.
Long story short.
Okay.
It is. I mean, I don't fully remember. I just know that it's immortals. It's a group of immortals.
Highlanders are immortals,
and they're all fighting each other with swords until, in the end, there is only one where he gets the ultimate power. But the only way to kill a Highlander is to cut off their heads. So they're immortal unless their heads are cut off.
It's the type of thing a 17-year-old kid definitely wouldn't know about.
No, I would have known it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a writer thing to say, but it is funny. I liked it.
Yeah.
I wrote down that I liked that he's like, well, now you're gonna get tried as a Highlander, and they're gonna cut your head off.
Oh, okay.
The only way
Now I
to
get
kill a
it.
Highlander
Yeah,
is to
yeah.
cut
Okay,
their
now
head
I get it.
Yeah.
But why would that kid know that movie?
Well, I mean, the kid just watches a lot of
Maybe
movies.
his dad put on Highlander. Andy knew it at that age. I didn't.
Yeah, because I saw Highlander. I mean, I definitely didn't watch it new because that movie's from like the 80s, but I saw it when I was like 10 years old or 9 years old.
Cool.
I have a couple more things in this region, but it's gonna go past it. Do you guys have anything else to say about
No,
this?
no, that's fine.
So
Can you look up how to say Lambert?
Sure.
I think it's Christopher Lambert.
I'll put in a slice of how to
Pronunciation
say
clip
it.
here.
I think it's Christopher Lambert because I've heard that
Lambert.
on TV. But even though I've never looked it up.
But he just has such a strange accent.
Okay. I know.
He's not from the States?
I don't think so.
Don't give me a lot of editing work. This has enough editing hard stuff in it.
Okay.
You're gonna have a lot more harder ones. Sorry.
Oh, crap. All right. So I thought there was some pretty cool stuff coming up with Terry. So they first set him up as like a real family. Even though in the first episode he shows pictures of his girls and he says their names. In the second episode, he's like, I don't want an SUV. SUVs roll.
Baby, I've got some bad news. Someone painted a giant penis on our minivan. No, you cannot have an SUV now. Those things roll, baby. They roll.
And I think that's very funny. My mom always used to tell me that SUVs roll. My first car was an SUV.
What does that mean? Like it rolls?
So here's a story, not to get on another one. You can edit all this out. Not to get on another, like one time I was driving in the car with my father and a friend of ours, George, in the back seat. And as we were driving along, I saw an SUV. We were in the highway, and I don't know if somebody cut it off and she swerved the wheel too much, and it rolled on the highway.
Oh, like, oh.
And it went down to the side of the road, and my dad pulled over, stopped, so we can go help him.
Wow.
Oh my God, I thought you meant like, the car just, have really good brake.
They have a high center of gravity, so they're more likely to roll over than other cars.
Yeah, so it's like, if you make like a jerky maneuver like that, it's really easy to flip them. I mean, now they've gotten a lot safer.
Especially crossovers, they're still a little bit lower. But like a traditional SUV, they would all have warnings. My SUV had a warning if you turn
roll?
yeah. It says like don't take turns too quickly. This car.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then on the other side it would be like there'd be like warnings like don't roll, like don't turn back because you might roll, and sometimes it would be like, if you're gonna be a badass, turn the wheel really hard.
Yeah.
And let it roll.
Like if you.
I messed that up. I said that's so dumb.
No, that was a good one.
Can you edit that?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it
Nope.
3 or 4 times.
We're putting it in.
I'm gonna triple it.
And sometimes it would be like, if you're gonna be a badass, turn the wheel really hard. And sometimes it would be like, if you're gonna be a badass, turn the wheel really hard.
People want to hear that.
That's the trailer now.
Yeah, that's good.
And then also one thing you guys might have noticed, I thought Jake's report was really funny. The
25
So that was my joke of the episode.
Okay.
Was him?
And the
I even
back?
put the about page. And it's him.
I thought
Do
that
that
was
one.
really
That's
funny.
my Andy's joke of the episode.
And he just had it. He just had that picture. He didn't have time
Yeah.
to go to a photo shoot, so it was really funny that he had that.
My report has over 25 pages of meticulous research diagrams and maps. I even put an about the author section on the back.
And then I love that. I thought that was hilarious. But then later, to tie it back to Terry, the
He
guy
tossed it in the trash.
tossed it in the trash, gets yogurt on it, and he's
That's
like,
the start of the.
Would you actually mind just checking out my report? It's pretty thorough, and I spent over an hour on fonts. Kind of snazzy, so.
Oh, thank you. I'll get right to it.
Thanks.
Trevor, let's go.
Have a good one.
Yogurt joke.
started the yogurt joke with Terry.
Terry loves the yogurt.
And I remember seeing a short on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever that he truly loved yogurt, and then they put it into the show. You can kind of see Holt smirk a little bit,
Yeah,
like
I saw.
like, oh,
I thought
this
that was
is
really funny.
this is real. Terry loves yogurt. So I thought
Terry
that was really
loves
cool.
yogurt.
It was cool to see it, and I thought it was much later. It was the second episode where he gets his yogurt.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
During this part of the episode, in my notes,
Yeah.
I just want to point out that I wrote down here that whatever application I'm using to watch it is a horrible application.
Why? I saw it again and it was not that bad.
It was just bad. It's bad. It came from a commercial. The lips weren't synced. I hate it. And
What-
it's
It's not
but
your TV?
It could be the app too. Like depending where you watch it. Like ours is on an LG, and it works pretty good.
right. What do you mean?
It should work on everything, but
Like
each
the
app
could-
is independent. Like LG's app, Samsung's app, iPhone app.
Yeah,
iPhone.
yeah.
You're watching.
Oh,
on
you watch it
iPhone?
on your phone. I
Yeah.
think you need to stop watching it on your phone.
No, because I've seen it on Apple TV, and it also gave me issues. I don't want to rehash this.
I mean,
I don't want to rehash
technically,
this every episode.
Apple is also.
We're gonna keep bad mouthing your app until you sponsor the episode.
I didn't even say the name.
I liked it.
I didn't say the name. People don't know when this is recorded.
Of course, I'm using the clips, so I had to purchase the episodes. So I'm using the official clips on the edits. So
Can you put the receipt right here?
no,
The invoice.
I'm not gonna put it there.
All right.
People don't need to see that. Okay, so I have this next part. Well, you guys have something coming up? I didn't think of a joke of the episode, so I forgot to do that. But I'm glad you picked that one. That one's really funny.
What's the joke of the episode? You mean like we all should pick one joke?
Yeah,
of
like
the
your favorite
episode?
joke.
I wasn't in this conversation.
Starting on episode 3.
Starting episode 3. We don't have to do
don't
anything.
have to,
We don't
yeah,
have to
do
do it.
whatever you
Yeah.
want. We're just talking about the episode.
I mean, I have a joke of the episode.
It's
You
a
guys don't have
secret
to.
chat group.
I introduced it last time, and
Yeah.
I didn't do it this time.
Oh.
Anyways, Gina, she was like, remember there was another fortune telling for Boyle, like don't get up out of the seat.
Yeah.
And then like she's like, I better roll you out of here, and she's like, you're alone for life, and she starts singing for him. First time Gina sings. Pretty cool thing. I don't know if you guys have heard her album.
Oh.
So Chelsea Peretti had a musical comedy album, and I'm pretty tapped into musical comedy. Cut really funny songs. The album's called Foam and Flotsam. Have you heard it?
I don't. Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Have you heard it?
I think so.
I think I've heard it with you. Yeah. It's pretty good, but since we're not gonna be able to play it because music is a little bit harder to put, I just wrote down a funny line. The first line from her funny song. It goes, "How you gonna show up late with coffee in your hand? How you gonna make me sit and wait while you hit the coffee stand?" I don't know. Thought it was pretty good. And she sings it nice. It's cool. You should check out the video. Check her out. The album's cool. Next scene. Peralta. I have a lot of scenes that I really like. Peralta's in the room writing down whether he should arrest the kid or not. I guess this is a little bit back because
Yeah.
But the scene where he's looking at that and he keeps like digging on was it Hitchcock? Yeah, where he's like, no offense, Hitchcock. He's like,
see you in hell.
like, I'm gonna be bumped down to like level D detective, no offense, Hitchcock. He's saying, none taken.
Deputy Commissioner Podolsky, he's asking for you. Very angry, elderly, sexy, furious.
Well, my career is over. See you at the bottom, Hitchcock. No offense.
No, none taken.
I do. Yeah, this was also. If we're talking about first, this is the first like jokes that we get of
Hitchcock.
Of Hitchcock and
Scully.
Yeah, which they do become some of my favorites. I think
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're really
They're very
good.
cute.
Also in that room, I thought this if I was gonna pick a joke of the episode, which I didn't. I think this one might have been the one where he was talking about his babysitter fan. He's like, if I wanted a babysitter, I always picture her as a cute blonde named Erica.
Honestly, when I think about spending the rest of my life with a babysitter, she's kind of a cute blonde named Erica, and she always has pizza money and lets me stay up as late as I want.
How old are you in this scenario?
And she always has pizza money. She lets me stay up as late as I want. And they're like, how old is he?
Amy's like, how old are you in this?
And he just ignores it.
Yeah.
But there's one episode at the end that is really okay. If anything else to say, because this is already by the end my next favorite.
No. I think we're.
You said all your stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
So I always think about this, and I think it's so funny at the end of the episode when he goes. He's like, I'm gonna arrest this kid. He stops the guy, gets him out of the car. He's like, my name is Detective Amy Santiago.
What is this? You can't do this. Get that thing out of here.
Excuse me, sir. Trevor Podolsky, you're under arrest for vandalism and destruction of property.
Dad! What are you doing? I told you to back off, Peralta.
First off, the name's Santiago. Detective Amy Santiago. Second, I'm arresting your son.
And I'm arresting your son. And then he's like, Peralta, what are you doing? And then he's like, again, my name is Amy Santiago. I thought that was...
Yeah, that was funny.
That's so good.
Does that guy come back again? He says you made an enemy. I think he's in one more episode,
I think
but I
he
don't
does.
remember.
I think he does.
Does he become a big enemy?
He does.
No.
He does.
Oh, okay.
But I think he does appear a little.
I thought they were maybe setting him up for that. Like,
I mean,
maybe,
of course, it looks like they're setting him up.
Right, and he's
or
like,
maybe they
I'm
were gonna.
No, but
Like
he
a little
say
strand
like,
that
"Oh, I'm
they-
gonna watch it like a hawk," and I think that's like a sprinkle of something.
Oh.
The hawk.
No, there's no Hawk. There's another character. You'll remember later. But yeah, I did write down like, is this going to be a powerful reoccurring villain? But then I did look it up, and he's only in one other episode.
Yeah.
I know, and I don't remember him being a villain in that, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah,
he might be a little villainy because I think he's.
Yeah, he might be a jerk or whatever, but I don't think he's like that crazy to the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have. I think it was a great second ep, even though it's the lowest rated of the season.
No, I thought it was great. I think I've already really started to like the show at this point. I think that second episode hooked me.
You're
and
strapped in.
I was in.
You're ready for
Yeah.
the ride.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You guys were already in this from episode 1.
I was in it for like I told
And
you.
brand new when you started watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really remember
remember.
when I was like, oh, okay, I really like this show, and then we should continue watching it.
Yeah.
So I think I told you guys that my first episode was like, I think it was the season 4 opening, 1 and 2. So by the time I watched episode 1, I was already wanting to see it all. So
I gotcha.
Cool.
That's cool. So do you guys have anything else to say about the episode?
Nope, just my closing
I don't
remarks.
think
not about the
so. Do we
episode.
have a game? Oh my god.
I have something to show you guys.
Oh.
Let's do a quick just edit point just in case it doesn't work out.
Okay. What should I say? Buy stuff? No. I mean, I can always edit.
Yeah,
it.
we'll come back to say goodbye
Okay.
later. Okay. Just in case it doesn't work out.
It's gonna work out.
And now we're coming in. All right. So the episode was directed by Craig Zisk. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know for sure if I am, but I think that's how you say it.
Craig Zisk.
Craig Zisk. All right. One of his first producing jobs, right? Not even director, but one of his first producing job was of a now infamous failed TV show. I don't know if any of you guys did any sort of research on
Nope.
the director or writer. Nothing at all?
I was going to.
All right. I'm 99% sure that you haven't heard of it, Kay. And not because of anything, but just because you were in Malaysia. So I would just assumed that you haven't heard of it. Ricky, I'm a little 50-50 on whether he has or hasn't heard of it.
Okay.
All right?
A famous failed TV show.
Failed TV show. I figured because you two nerds were doing a bunch of research, maybe you guys would have.
No, I was
looked
going
at
to,
it.
and I got lazy.
But all right, so I do
You
have
got lazy
something-
on the second episode.
Because this is my second time watching
just
it again.
phoning it in already. Episode 2.
I'm just cashing it for the royalties.
All right, so I'm going to show you guys some clips, And then I know it's a lot of work, Ricky, but I would imagine that if we do it, maybe you put the clip
here
somewhere.
So it's going to be on the screen while we're not cutting away from it.
Right,
Okay.
we don't have to cut away from it. I mean, if you want to cut away from
I
it.
normally have been cutting away.
I would say just keep it on
Okay.
if you want to, just so you can see our natural reaction. So I'm going to show you a couple scenes from the show. I'll tell you the name later. I'll tell you what the premise is. It is about cops. I will say that. So the guy was already into
he was deep in the cop world.
You're going to do some editing just to make sure like I have the timing right because I don't want to wait all this dead airspace that I have. And then if we can just kind of, everybody else is going to be watching it right here.
But we're also watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
I knew it.
So this is literally just the first scene from this show. I did already spoil a little bit that it's cops. We're not gonna watch the
80s as
full
hell.
thing. This was 1990.
I wasn't born yet.
Well, another reason why you might not know it.
Yeah, it turned out black and white's tight.
All right. So we got the gist of it. It's just, what do you guys think the show's about?
I don't know. We barely saw anything.
I think it's about.
But you saw that it was cops going to
Chasing,
something.
In the middle of the night, they're talking to each other.
They're chasing after some.
I think it's like busting or
something like they're
SWAT.
busting, right? Yeah, like they're busting
Whoa,
something.
whoa, chill out. Yeah.
Well, relax. Okay, so we got the busting. You know, just more cop stuff. This is the second clip, just so you kind of see the action that's going on in the show. It's actually kind of exciting, really. I know it's a little outdated, but you know, it's still like exciting show. Remember, he was a producer. He was an assistant producer on the show. It's just fun that it's also a cop themed show. I thought that was very interesting. So, I mean, it's already kind of violent. It's not just like a regular...
10 seconds of already ripping down the door.
Already ripping the door down.
Can you lower the volume a little bit?
Yeah, sorry. And again, you can kind of skip a little bit over this. I'm watching this now just because I want you guys to watch it. I don't know how much you guys are watching.
None.
All 11 episodes are available on YouTube.
What's the show?
SWAT. Bus.
That's what I named the clip. You guys get the gist of it, right?
Breaking into a house. Yes.
Breaking into a house, okay. All right.
Getting criminals, hopefully, and not just innocent people.
Getting criminals, getting just... Okay, now, I'm hesitant to show you what this show's about already, but I'm so excited to show you guys, because I'm glad that you guys don't know anything about it. All right? Can I just show you one more...
Yeah.
One more
serious
hour.
clip? I'm going to show you one more serious clip. Disclaimer of violence here.
If you're listening to this podcast on a listening-only service, check us out on YouTube. You can watch the video.
Oh, should I be describing it then?
You can see our
No.
face.
Okay.
Because they're going to...
up, Donnie.
You gonna read me my rights or what?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Tyrone.
Oh!
All right, so he just... cop shot a man. All right. Oh, now I'm super excited. This is going better than I thought.
How many episodes?
I'm so
of this
excited
have
that
we
you guys
watched?
don't know what this show's about. Okay. All right, now I'm going to show you guys
Another one?
what this show's about.
Okay.
The real premise of this show. For anybody who's watching this that knows this show, this is really exciting for me right now. I'm going to go back to that first raid.
So you're saying people might know this show by the director? By the guy who was an assistant
No.
producer?
People might know the show because this show is infamous. It's just a connection that I have
Okay.
with
And the clips that they've been watching.
with
They
the
might-
director,
okay.
yeah.
We've never seen this. K
Right.
and I.
Okay, you're going to watch this one in its entirety. Can I just turn up the volume?
Sure. I just have to edit that volume out.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Depends how it sounds.
Because you son, he's not your dad, he's just a dumb white cop and you made him mad. Punk with a badge, called up a man, worked all his life
This
for
is
it.
a rapping cop show? What's happening?
Gun in his hand, you take it away, he's a chump. That's right, chump, better
you what they say, but your ass all night, but your ass all day. You get shot through the head, they gonna haul you away. Put you in a garbage can.
You can cut it here, but I want you guys to watch
Okay.
all of it.
Damn. It's a musical show?
Let's see what you
Oh,
got.
wow.
Gonna be coming for you, ready or not. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna be free. You better be watching your.
Can anybody want to guess what this name of the show is called?
Okay.
NYPD musical?
No.
NYPD.
Cop Rock.
Cop Rock?
Cop Rock! Cop Rock! It's so good! It's so good! And then you might be thinking, well, is that the only musical number? Surely they... No! They have musical numbers the whole show. And it's not just... So that one was one of the stories. Okay. That one was like, they arrest those people, they get out. But there's other stories that are going on into the show. And I'm not going to show you all the songs, because there's another one, but there's love songs.
But like every episode they have one song?
Every episode has multiple songs. Oh. It's a musical that was also set with a dramedy, like not comedy, I'm sorry, drama, just straight drama, a cop show. And you might be asking like, well, what's another side story that they have? Well, another side story would be like mayor corruption, right? And again, we can edit all of this out. It doesn't matter, but this is a mayor
to be very direct here.
that's getting a bribe.
I want this jail. I want it fast.
Nice mustaches.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm hoping you're the man that can build it for me.
Have you seen this show?
I've heard of it before, yeah.
Frank.
You bet.
Is this our new podcast?
I'd like to let you know.
It sounds like the Joker.
It is the Joker. They're doing a cover.
You're definitely not doing a cover of the Joker. They're just singing
Even
over.
the bass line is similar.
All is said and done, I can tell that you're the one.
Again, for the people watching at home, it's a treat. Go watch it because we're gonna cut it here. I mean, they're gonna watch the whole thing, but we're gonna cut it.
I guess.
Why are we gonna cut this? This is all great.
Just to prove our friendship has begun, I put a little taste for
Oh my gosh, it's kind of fun though.
It's a lot of fun, but the drama is really weird.
Oh right. It's like a comedy. It seems
If it
fun like
would
a
have
comedy.
stayed a comedy, I think it would have worked more. I don't know.
I feel bad.
That's. I mean, we're not laughing at her voice. Like, I'm gonna cut it here. You can watch the rest later. I just. Like I said, it's all available on, but there's just a couple more that I want you guys
Cop
to...
Rock?
Yeah. There's a couple more that I want you to see. I want you to see this one. This is one of my favorites. This is a trial, and this is the verdict of that trial.
Andy's hyperventilating.
You might recognize this guy
Is
as
this
the
all
guy
the
that
first
does...
episode, or
This
this
is
is
all
the
the first episode.
Holy crap! There's 9 episodes.
11 episodes.
Holy crap! And was he a producer on every episode?
He was a producer of the show.
Wow. Can you imagine if they would have brought this up to him?
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Hit it.
Hit it!
I mean, it had to be somewhat a comedy, right? I mean...
The guy just left a
Nobody's
dead to the
smiling.
piano.
This is not... They're playing it straight as hell.
You could see it in his eyes.
Anyways, that was my favorite part. Hit it! And then the guy opening up the piano. I don't think you need to see the rest of this.
He's guilty, Judge, he's guilty.
I mean, that guy sounds good.
His voice is great. But obviously, it's a weird... It seems like a comedy, but it's not a comedy.
Right. I feel like every time they go into a song, it seems like a comedy, but everything in between, there's a cop that gets killed. I didn't even show you guys that part. There's like a cop that gets murdered. It's just wild. And then, you know, it even has like little ballads. I'm not going to play the whole thing here. Just, this is lady from the beginning. She's singing to her baby on a bus stop.
Close your eyes now, little girl. They don't want
It's just sad, right? She's just singing the bus stop. What is she gonna do in this?
That one's not funny.
No, it isn't. What is she gonna do in this bus stop?
Sell the baby?
200, right?
Oh my god.
200 for the baby? For a sec?
These people are gonna give her a nice home.
The baby.
For the baby.
See? Even gave me a car seat.
And not for nothing, that's a hell of a deal on a baby. That is a cheap white baby?
My dad got bought. In the market too.
Yeah. Actually, we can go into that.
We can go into that. That's a crazy story. You want to tell that story?
I mean, there was no music, right?
I don't know. Maybe there was chickens
There's a lot of
singing.
chickens.
Anyways, I don't know about the other episodes, but in this first episode, all the songs were written by Randy Newman, which is just a famous singer, artist,
you know him?
composer.
He did the Toy Story song.
He did a lot of the Toy Story songs.
Girlfriend.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. That's all I'm done. I'm done here. I don't know how much of that made it in, but that's a cool thing. Cop Rock. You guys should watch it. Maybe we'll do it on the Patreon. We watch a couple episodes on it.
If you guys want to see us do Cop Rock on Patreon, let us know on the Discord. Check out our Patreon, and thanks for staying to the end. Thanks
Hold
for
on,
watching.
while we were saying the goodbyes, can we just play the theme song? Like, just talk over the theme song. Is there?
Sure.
Okay, just so people can see. All right, so say your goodbyes, Under.
We're only on the second episode, and I already feel like this is going great, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for staying to the end. Oh, crap. It was Newman. He was actually visibly saying cool. Guys, our Discord, our Patreon, leave a rating. A rating really helps the podcast. I heard, I don't know, I've never done a podcast. We did do a podcast, actually.
We've done many.
We'll talk about that in the Patreon. See you guys. Bye.
A week without me, thought you'd forget. 2 weeks without me, and you still haven't joined the Patreon yet.